Scaradise! You guys having fun out here today on Sunday at Scaradise? I know I'm having fun, and I can tell you, there's very few times when I actually geek out and nerd out when Deej comes up to me. He's like, yeah, I got this person as a celeb. But I can tell you, I literally did this when he told me about this next person coming up. I'll tell you about why that is in a little bit. But without further ado, let's bring up the one, the only, Amy Smart! Sammy, have you had fun at Scaradise so far?
I have. I've met so many kind people, and I have done some shopping myself. Got some fun things. Yeah, it's been really fun.
So I can tell you the reason why I geeked out when Deej said that Amy Smart was going to be at this show is because one of my favorite movies of all time is The Butterfly Effect. And I've always been like, man, it would be so cool if we get somebody from Butterfly Effect here. So I'm like, good. Now we can actually talk about one of the greatest thriller movies of all time. Okay, you guys think that sounds like a good idea? Would you like to talk about some Butterfly Effect and some other things that she's done in her career? Man, you guys can do better than that. You guys want to hear about that?
All right.
So let's just go straight to Butterfly Effect.
Let's do it.
So that movie, I love time travel movies, but that movie is probably one of the darkest time travel movies that's out there. Would you agree that the way that it portrays is pretty dark?
There is darkness to it, for sure.
And your character, Kaylee, I really feel like she gets really the bad end of the stick, because it's like, other than the one timeline where she gets to be the sorority girl, every other timeline, it's like, what absolute trash can we have happen to her? How was it like for you having to prepare for so many different variations of this character when they gave you that script?
Yeah, it was honestly one of the most challenging, rewarding characters I've been able to play. Because it's as if 4 realities happened to her, and we didn't shoot it in order or in one reality. So I had to sort of map it out and sort of find out where I thought she would be in each reality. And yeah, you're right. It gets really dark. Did a little bit of research for the heroin junkie character. We filmed it in Vancouver, and in Vancouver there's a whole square of people that are sort of allowed to just be junkies. And so Ashton and I put on big old hoodies, and we went and watched behavior and watched how these people were acting and their body language. And so I took some of that for my character.
So at the time when this movie came out, you were one of the heartthrobs of the industry at the time. You're like, I need to go actually be a heroin junkie and look like this. Was there any kind of trepidation for having to be in that role? Or were you like, man, this is going to be great. This is going to expand and show people I can be more than just the heartthrob of the time?
The girl next door. I loved it. I think it's, I love to be pushed out of my comfort zone. It's so fun playing new characters. It's fun playing dark characters, because that's something that we are not allowed to be in life, but it's really fun to explore those feelings and stuff on screen and in characters. So it was so much fun to shoot that. I work with an acting coach that, back in the day they used to have all these rehearsals for films. And you obviously rehearse a lot for theater, but for film now, it's like you show up and you shoot the scene. And so for me, having a coach is somebody that I can really work with ideas and thoughts prior, so that when I show up, I'm bringing it.
So one of your castmates from that movie is here, and I'm going to tell you a little interaction in the green room that you may not know about. So Eldon Henson, who you guys may know from Daredevil and some of his other movies, is one of the characters. He's Lenny in The Butterfly Effect. And I saw him in the green room when he first got here, And we were talking about the Butterfly Effect and the different things he's been in. And I was like, yeah, Amy Smart's here. He's like, Amy's here? I haven't seen her in so long. And he was legitimately excited to see you on the show floor. So have you and Eldon been able to reunite out there on the show floor yet?
Yeah, no, it's so good to see him. It's fun because in this business, you all are basically become family while you're shooting whatever it is, and you're seeing each other 14 hours a day, every day, and then everyone goes their own ways, and sometimes you just don't see them for years. And so it's been so much fun to be back, to be here, because I have 3 different people I've worked with that are here this weekend. So yeah, Eldon is awesome, and my table is right next to his, so that's been really fun.
Well, yeah, if your table's right next to his and you haven't reunited, that would be a very odd situation.
Things didn't go well, no.
So, Butterfly Effect famously has, 3 to 4 different endings. Originally, they wanted to use what has become considered the most hated ending, which is Ashton going back into the womb, and most people really, really don't like that ending.
Yeah.
As an actor, out of the different endings for that movie, was there a specific one that for you was your favorite, that you were like, if you had the choice, that you would have chosen one over another?
So when I first read the script, he did kill himself. He did the ultimate sacrifice of himself so that everybody in his life that he loved would be good and saved. And so I sort of loved that ending. It's dark, but I thought it kind of went with the script and it went with the film. But of course it was a little too dark and it left people really depressed. And okay, I get it. So we went back and shot the ending that is in the film. And I do like that it sort of hints at something hopeful in the future, but it doesn't give you what it is.
Yeah, that's exactly how I felt when it was, maybe he's learned, maybe it's very subtle, and it gives the audience a chance to be able to write their own what the future might be.
Right.
And that, I think that was great, because I felt like his character, and especially Kaylee, after all the stuff they put her through, deserved the potential of having a happy ending.
That's good. I like that too. Yeah.
So there's a lot of other things that you and I can talk about up here, but we want to make sure that you guys have an opportunity to ask her some questions as well. So we do have an open mic, so don't be shy. Let's come on up here and get your questions asked of the one and only Amy Smart. So come on up, don't be shy. Come on, I know that there's more than just 2 people that want to ask questions. We won't bite, not very hard. But if you got a question, coming up here to the mic.
That's Barbara.
We will start, that's right, we will start with the one and only Barbara.
Yes. Hello again.
Hello.
Your filmography is so extensive and impressive. My question is there a director that you have worked with that you would like to work with again, or a director you would like to work with that you have not yet done so?
Those are really good questions. It would be really fun to shoot a sequel to Just Friends, and I would love to do it with the director that did it. Putting it out there now. Secondly, that was Roger Kumble. I've loved so many of the directors I worked with, but yes, I would love to work with like Paul Thomas Anderson. It would be incredible to work with the greats of like Spielberg. I mean, there's so many directors that are amazing. So putting that out there too. Thanks, Barbara.
Thank you very much.
Hello, my
Hi.
name is Charlie. My question, I want to start with I Love You and Shameless.
Oh, thank you.
And my question is about Rat Noise.
Okay.
What was your favorite scene to film?
I guess the helicopter scene. It was really fun to play a helicopter pilot. I actually got to train in a firefighting helicopter, which are ginormous because they're meant to hold a lot of water. So I got to do a couple lessons in there, and then when we went to film, we were actually filming in a helicopter in the sky. And that was fun. That was so crazy. Thank you.
My name's Lamar.
Hi.
Speaking of Just Friends, I love that movie, and I just want to know what all like awesome stories or very funny stories you may have from like filming that.
Well, there's so many outtakes because the way that Roger directed it, it was funny on the page, but you get Anna Faris and Ryan and Chris Klein, and they just like take it to the next level in all the best ways. I think the hardest one for me, like the funniest one that I couldn't keep my straight face, was when Ryan was freaking out in the car, and I have to come and give his gloves back to him, and or get my gloves. And honestly, like we did so many takes, and I kept breaking because he was so funny. So even in the film, you can tell that I'm like having a hard time keeping a straight face. But it was fun. There was so many weird, funny outtakes. Thank you. Thanks.
All right, so I know that there's more of you out there that have some questions, but that's why we go back and forth.
Okay.
Talk for a little bit?
We're back here?
Yeah, so if you guys have some more questions, you want to come up here to the mic, do not hesitate, get up there. When we have a chance to get back to the mic, we will. But come on up here, don't be shy. So Charlie brought up Rat Race. Let's go back to that one. So in Rat Race, you got to play the intellectual helicopter pilot, but then you turned into the absolutely love-struck, crazed, I'm going to go and spy on my boyfriend in the pool with the helicopter. How did you like playing the completely unhinged lunatic kind of character that you were? I mean, you had like two very interesting sides to the coin in that movie.
That's true. That's true. When people find out they're being cheated on, okay?
Better watch out. Helicopters are coming.
I know. It was so outrageous that I had to just throw myself into it. And I have done that for numerous films just to because you just have to go there. There's no like a gray in between. It's like all or nothing. And so that was also one of my audition scenes, by the way. So I had to be a total nutcase in that too.
And even in that movie, you've acted with a lot of A-list, star-studded cast, but that cast has got Wayne Knight and Mr. Bean. I mean, you've got an incredible number of people in that cast. When you found out the roster in that, were you like, wow, they really are going all out, Smash Mouth?
Oh yeah, all out. I was the most starstruck by Whoopi Goldberg. I've been such a fan of her since I was little, and I actually had a Jumping Jab Flash VHS tape that I brought to her trailer. I'm like, Whoopi, would you sign this for me? She's always been the best. But yeah, I was really intimidated, to be honest. I got cast and I'm like, oh my God, I better be kind of funny. They're so funny.
All right, good stuff again. Hey, if you guys have any questions, let's make sure we're coming up here to the mic. You know what? Barbara, come on up. If you got more questions, I don't care if it's multiple questions. We just want to talk. Barbara, what you got for us?
I would like to know if you have thought about branching out into writing, directing, something other than being in front of the camera.
Thank you for asking. I have been co-writing a script with a friend that I'm hoping will get made. And I have produced a little bit. It's fun to find a project and try to get it off the ground. So and it's hard, by the way. Jeez, it's hard.
Could you tell us what kind of genre this script might be in?
It's a comedy. It's a fun comedy. Yeah. Thank you.
Hello again.
Hi again.
This question is going to be about Shameless.
Okay.
Do you remember any scenes that you loved filming with that cast?
I loved playing that character, Jasmine. She was just so fun. I didn't want her to end. Probably my favorite scene was in the kitchen in the morning where she comes in all coked up and she's been like on the yacht and she just like she sort of just wants to keep the fun going, and that's when she kind of goes overboard. And Emmy Rossum is like, oh, bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
How you doing there, my man? What's your name?
Dustin,
Dustin, what's your question for Amy?
what is your personal favorite work that you think everyone in the audience here should go out and watch that they might not have seen?
Dustin. Thank you for asking. I feel like the butterfly effect gave me the most range as an actor. Maybe?
Thank you.
Thank you. Hi, Barbara.
Hi, my guy Dustin. Now I forgot it. Yeah, I did. I forgot it.
You forgot it? Well, how about this? Stay there, Barbara. That way you can think about it. So I'm going to go back to what was just asked. Let's kind of expound on that. So is there a particular role that you think this thing flew under the radar? That it's something that you're like, man, this is going to be great. This is like the best piece of acting I've ever done, and that it just didn't really get any kind of the commercial success it needed, that you really would like to see this audience go out, look for it on YouTube, look for it on Tubi or something like that, be like, this is something that's really, really good. It just didn't find its place out there.
It's funny because I did a film a few years ago. It was originally called Blunt, and it had weed in it, hence the word. But it got picked up by Lifetime, and they changed it to Held Hostage in My House, and they took the weed out. It's so crazy. And then once they took it out, you realize it wasn't 100% like it needed to be in it, but it's kind of a fun movie that I think once it leaves Lifetime and the director can have it back, she'll put it all back together. It's so wild how they do that with films sometimes.
So what you're saying is, you guys need to go out there right now and find Held Hostage in My House, and then wait to it so you can see Blunt, hopefully, right?
Yeah, hopefully it'll go back.
So just so you know, we are at Scaradise, and a guest just said, go watch Lifetime channel.
I don't know if you want to do that. If you are at Scaradise and want to watch a scary movie, I think the scariest one I've ever done is Mirrors with Kiefer Sutherland. That was that was a crazy one. Yeah, that was the first time I ever had my face fully having prosthetics, and yeah.
Now, I remember.
Good, Barbara, what's your question?
Is there a question you would like to have been asked but have never been asked yet?
Oh, Barbara. I want to think on that one. Hi again.
I was a really big fan of Staunchy and Hutch when it came out.
Okay.
Do you have any fun memories from that movie?
Starsky and Hutch. I mean, yes. I don't know if I should share them.
Do you guys think she should share them? I think you have to.
All I have to say is, Snoop Dogg is amazing. And walking into his trailer was just like a puff of smoke coming out.
No way.
No way. You would have never guessed that one.
I don't even understand what she's talking about.
I know.
I don't even know.
I know.
Is this part of a Lifetime movie called Blunt?
It was. Thank you.
Hey, how you doing, man?
Good. My name's Scaradise. I'm a big fan of yours from past movies and things like that, but I was really happy to see you in Stargirl as well.
Thank you.
Any great memories on set about that, or you want to talk about the show? And
I know,
actors?
which I played Barbara. That's why your name keeps ringing in my head. Honestly, that show was so fun to make. Jeff Johns is a love of a human being who wrote it. And it was based on his sister who passed away. And so meeting him and then doing the show felt like a family. It was so heartfelt. His mom in real life is named Barbara. His sister was named Courtney. We shot that for 6 months, 3 years in a row in Atlanta. It was just so much fun. The attention to detail with all the costuming, with the fighting, with the sets, with the nostalgia. It was sort of like he wanted. When we first got there, he showed us Back to the Future, which we've seen, but he rented a theater and had us all watch it to get the tone of what he wanted to bring to the show, which I thought was really cool.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks.
All right, Amy, so you've got a very extensive roster of different shows, movies, different genres that you've been in. Is there one genre you're like, I don't understand why I haven't got something in X genre, or at this point in my career, I would like to be able to explore a specific genre a little bit more?
I haven't done that many period pieces, and I think that would be a really fun place to explore.
So if you could fantasy book yourself into a period piece, what period piece would you love to do?
Well, okay. I'm going to take you on a wild ride. Not really. But I did get hired to play, it was a British rom-com. And, okay. I coached with with a voice coach to try to learn how to do a British accent like twice. That's not going to work. And then I get hired as the lead in a British comedy. I go over to London, I fly in, I go straight from the airport to a table read with all these British actors, and I put on a really bad accent the whole time. And I was terrible at the accent. And in the bathroom afterwards, I'm going to the bathroom, and these 3 girls, actors in the movie, walk in, and I hear them, and they're like, I can't believe they hired her. Oh, she was awful. Oh my God. And they're talking crap about me, and I'm like, oh my God. I'm sitting in this stall, I'm like, do I come out? This is so awkward. I know my accent. So I was like, what am I gonna do? What do I do? And then I open the door and I'm like, I know, I'm so bad at that accent. And they're like, no, it was great, no. So, but they ended up, I was like mortified. They end up changing my character to be a New Yorker. They're like, yeah, that accent wasn't really working for you.
That actually sounds like that could easily be a scene in a comedy.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, that's amazing.
So I don't know if I could actually pull off a British accent, so I might have to make it a period piece in the U.S.
Could be part of the Revolutionary War or something.
Exactly.
Like that. All right, hey, we got somebody else up here at the mic. How you doing, man? What's your name?
Jeff.
Hi, Jeff.
First off, screw the 3 mean girls. Your British accent was not that bad, so screw them.
Thank you.
Kind of a peek behind the curtain. Earlier, you said that preparing with Butterfly Effect,
Yeah.
that you didn't shoot each stage consecutively.
Right.
So, what did you do? Because it's very simple to say, I'm an actor, it's acting, but on another level, when you come in each day and it's a different kind of personality, how do you prepare yourself for that?
Like I said, I do work with a coach that really helped me sort of, that we work together on figuring out, where my character is at in each sort of situation, in each incarnation. I marked up my script. I mean, I just had to do a lot of marking, like a lot of work.
So was there ever any times where you were filming different characters on the same day, or was it always today is going to be character A?
I think we filmed, I don't remember totally, but I think we did stick to one character, one version.
That's where I think the really
day.
difficulty would be, is it's changing of a costume, changing of a mentality, having to...
Yeah, just kind of in the trajectory of where that character starts and goes in each different incarnation. It's like, it was challenging.
So I know it's tough when an actor gets asked
What my process is and all that.
what their favorite role is, because they always are like, well, they're all my babies.
Yeah.
But
right.
is there one specific thing that if you were like, you must choose one role, and that's the one that's going to be like Amy Smart, actress in, that you're like, this is the one that I really wish that people knew me by because I'm so proud of what I was able to get onto the screen in that role?
I feel like with Just Friends, that's like the film that people come back to me the most about, and it brings them a lot of joy. And so I would say that not because it's like my favorite performance of myself, but I think just as an overall film, it's really fun.
So how is it working with Ryan Reynolds when it comes to that? And when you see the things he's doing nowadays, you're like, man, Ryan Reynolds, Just Friends? Now the guy owns multiple soccer teams across the world. What is going on here? Like, could you even see that back then that he would be doing something insane like this?
Not totally, but he's so talented and he's so funny that I wouldn't have questioned it, but like I didn't see that coming either. Yeah.
It's like, I own Mint Mobile. I own Wrexham.
I know.
I'm a part owner of Nicholson.
I know.
What's
He's a
going on
really
here?
lovely human being. So funny.
All right, this is going to be the last call for you guys. If you have any other questions, make sure you get up here to the mic. So speak now for everyone to peace. Yes, Barbara, you can come up here and ask another question. Come on, Barbara.
Barbara, thank God you're here. You are bringing it. Yes.
It's the same question I asked last time.
She's not letting this one go.
You're asking me to ask myself a question?
No, some question that when you walk away, you go, gee, I wish they would have asked me.
I kind of want to ask the audience a question, like, what is your favorite genre? What type of movies do you guys like to watch? I know we're at a Scaradise. Is it all horror or is it something else?
No, it's everywhere.
Mystery?
Murder mystery. over
Murder
there. There we
mystery.
go.
Comedy? Sci-fi?
Musicals?
Musicals. I don't sing.
Well, I'm a musician, so
Are you?
I'm all about that.
Could you imagine if you got offered a role, you have to sing, but it has to be in a British accent?
Okay, so we can then divert from that question.
Yeah.
And when you talked about you'd like to do a period flick, is there, and I asked this I think on Friday of Richard Shipp, is there a character in a book you have read that you'd like to have, I'd like to do this? Not a remake like Dracula or something like that, but a character that you'd go, this would be fun.
Well, there was a film that I was trying to make, and she was fascinating. She was basically like a Olympic athlete turned prostitute. But she didn't get into it until she was 40 in Vegas, and then she became the number 2 one in Vegas. And so her story was fascinating to me. So I don't know. That was kind of a cool one. Thank you. Thank you.
Hello again. I was wondering, how was it working with Jason Statham on Crank?
Well, Crank was a really crazy movie to make as well. That's what I was thinking when I did the helicopter scene. I'm like, when I do my sex scenes, it's so crazy. I have to throw myself in there because we're so over the top and wild that that's reminded me of that. Jason he's like a true action star. He does his own stunts. I mean, but he was lovely. He was very protective of me and made sure I felt comfortable with all the action stuff that we were doing, so I didn't get hurt myself.
Thank you.
Thanks.
All right, how you doing? So are you asking the question, or is he asking the question from the cart?
That'd be me.
How you doing? What's your name?
Good. My name is Erica. I actually don't have a question. I just want to say, when Jamie,
Say it again. Put a little mic down.
when Jamie, come on, Dusty. When Jamie smiles, takes me miles. You're no ordinary girl.
That's good. Nice. Thank you.
What in the heck did we just witness? That was amazing. That was amazing. Hey, I give you props for that. That took some guts to come up here and do that. Good stuff right there. How you doing, man? What's your name?
My name's Joe. My question is with Ryan Reynolds acting a complete fool in Just for Friends, in your real life, have you ever acted like that towards a guy?
Okay, so in Just Friends, Ryan Reynolds acted like a complete fool. In your real life, have you ever acted like a complete fool towards a guy?
You know, I feel like I get so shy. I don't think my instinct is not to just like act out. It's to just like be like, I'm just not going to talk to that person. I'm so shy. Yeah, not really. Thank you.
Okay, so you're at Scaradise. Is this one of the first horror-based conventions, horror pop culture you've done?
Yes.
So when you're here, some people would say, I feel like a fish out of water. I know you would never say that about Scaradise because it's a very welcoming, family-feeling show.
Yeah.
What has been your favorite memory so far from being here at Scaradise? It could be on the show floor, it could be after hours going to dinner. So what's been your favorite moment so far of just being here at Scaradise, outside of being on the panel stage with me?
I mean, I am a sucker for animals.
Yes.
And I got to hold the owl. That was
You got to hold the
insane.
owl?
Yes. And I got to pet a wolf. And I hold a finger monkey. I mean, I'm sorry, but I'm like, that owl is, have you guys seen the owl?
We actually had the owl actually came on stage.
Oh, we did?
We brought the owl on stage yesterday,
Yes.
and so the guy, I pranked him, and he kind of pranked me as well, because when I'm back there in the room, I'm like, can I take a selfie with the owl? He's like, yeah, but don't get within 6 inches of him. He might want to peck your face. And I'm like, I'm going to stay a little bit farther away. So we get up here on the stage. He's like, would you like to pet the owl? And I'm like, well, of course, yes, because he just asked me, but I'm like, he's like, I got you good, didn't I? But the owl is completely calm. The owl is amazing. It's the largest breed of owl in the world.
Yes. And it only weighs 6 pounds. But it's huge.
Yeah, the owl is huge. And those wolf dogs were amazing.
Wolf dogs. It's called a wolf dog because it's only 94% wolf.
So hopefully the 6% that would eat your face off is the 6% it's not.
Yeah, right? Can you imagine?
All right, so you guys know what happens at Scaradise. We're at the end of the panel, and one of the things we have to do is we have to use our best summoning voice. We have to summon the show photographer, Corey, so that way you and I can take a picture with the audience.
Okay.
So before we do that, how much longer are you going to be here today?
Till about 3:30.
So if you guys have a question that you didn't get to ask or that you were too shy to ask and you want to go back over to her table or you want to get a signature and a selfie over there at her table, you want to make sure you get over there before 3:30 so that way you can get that, okay? So on the count of 3, we're going to do our summoning of Corey. So
How
ready?
are we doing this?
You have to do it like in your best Scooby-Doo ridiculous voice. Just when he'll hear it from wherever he is. It's like the bat signal.
Are we doing this together?
Absolutely, and the crowd's gonna do it too.
Oh,
Everybody.
really?
Ready? 1, 2, 3. Corey's been brought to the stage. All right, you guys. I'm so psyched that we had her up here. Let's give a big round of applause
Thank you.
for the one, the only, Amy.
Thank you